Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Wealth Unlimited. Today in the series of talking about stock market updates, we will be covering RBI monetary policy. Further, we will be looking at the live chart of Dow Jones Industrial Average and we'll be discussing some of the important quarterly results presented by companies like Nykaa and VMart. So before starting the video, if you haven't liked this video, please make sure to do so. And if you are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe as well. Further, I will be taking out these kind of videos regularly where I will be giving you updates on stock market, and during weekends I will be presenting you with some new companies where I am planning to invest. We will be doing the in-depth analysis of RBI monetary policy, where I will be suggesting you some tips which companies to avoid in such circumstances where the central banks are increasing their rate hikes. So let's begin with today's biggest news of RBI doing a rate hike of 50 bps. Well, it was already expected by the market that the RBI is going to do the rate hike for 50 bps, and due to which there has not been a big up move or downtrend in the market. If you will see the today's performance of Nifty 50, you can see that the Nifty was trading between the range of 17,348 to 17,474 approximately. There has not been a big move, and the market remained flat and is trading right now sideways. Well, these are the support lines we discussed in previous video as well. I want to take it from here only, that you can see that market was going up in a one trend, but now what is happening, that market is going sideways, due to which you will be seeing that your portfolios are more or less stable or not volatile that much. If you will see the today market, it made a very small range, and there can be one possibility. If market has to go up, market needs to sustain the level of 17,500, and if market has to fall, then market will fall right if it breaks the support of 17,250 to the next support of 17,000 as well. Now let's talk about what happened with RBI policy. So basically RBI did a repo rate hike for the third straight week, and they did it by 50 bps, which means that your loans are going to be more expensive now. You have to pay more interest or like more EMI on your loans. How it impacts the general public. So I must say that people who are planning to buy a home loan, take a home loan, or people who are planning to buy a car on a loan will face repercussions of these rate hikes, because the loans which people used to get earlier for price of interest rate of 6.7 or 7%, within last few rate hikes the RBI decided to move up with 150 bps, which will eventually highlight in the loan rates, where the 6% loan rate will now be changed into 7.4. So you will be paying more EMIs, more amount of EMIs, as well as more money to the banks. One of the major beneficiary from this is from these kind of policy are banks. And if you'll ask me, well, yes, you can plan to invest in banking stocks systematically. Well, the another big news or which came from US was US jobs data. So yes, you can see that US job data was on a positive side, where the US economy added 528,000 jobs in the month of July, which was not expected by the market. And yes, they were expected to have a 250,000 jobs gain, but again it was a big relief, and the unemployment rate fell in US to 3.5%. Despite that, if you will see today, the Dow Jones is trading at a low, opened at a low index because there has been some profit booking due to the company's results and quarterly results coming out. So you can see that it has breached the level of 32,600 where it was currently taking support, and it has also started to move in a sideways pattern. So if you will see that again, it is following, or like we are following the same pattern which Dow Jones is following in US market. It is again going into a side channel, if you will see, and again if it has to go up, it needs to break the level of 33,000 and sustain above that, and if needs to break down, then it needs to go below 32,300 level. So yes, this is about Dow Jones and Nifty. One of the major reasons, again, we have been discussing this in last few videos, that the FIIs or the foreign institutions data. Yes, if you will see again, the foreign institutions data for today is in positive, where they did a buying of 1,605 crore rupees. Well, this is the data which is giving strength to the market right now in current situation, whereas this is the reason that why I also believe that Indian markets can go up from this particular level if the FIIs keep on buying. Apart from this, I will be sharing some quarterly result now, and the first result I want to talk about is of V-Mart Retail. Yes, earlier this month only, D-Mart also posted their result, and they were quite good in numbers, due to which D-Mart share rose up. And I very firmly believe that the numbers which V-Mart has posted, there are chances that this stock might go up from the level of 2,970 rupees. And you can see that there has been up in the sales, and you can see they were doing sales of 177 crore in the year 2021, June 2021, and there has been 231% jump in their sales in comparison to year-on-year basis. Similarly, the company was seen to become profitable now, which is a big thing for the company, and if they are able to manage this kind of result for another quarter, then there are high chances that the stock of V-Mart will be back to the level of 4,000 rupees as well. Yes, right now it is at 3,000 rupees, and you can see a huge upside coming in this particular stock by next quarterly result. Well, again, this is not a advice that you should go and buy this particular stock, but this is what I believe and what I can see through the results, that there is a huge potential hidden in this particular stock going ahead. The next result which I want to discuss is of Nykaa. Yes, so Nykaa is listed as FSN E-Commerce Venture Limited on NSE Stock Exchange. As you can see that today it was down minus 2.3%, and it is currently trading at a price of 1,411 rupees. If you will ask me whether I am interested in buying Nykaa at current price, then the answer is no, because I find Nykaa a very overvalued company. Again, there might be people who are in love with Nykaa products or have been following Nykaa since the start, but at which price it got listed on NSE Stock Exchange was not at all acceptable by me. And they posted their quarterly result. Let's see how they did. And you can see that there has been uprise in their sales on the quarter-on-quarter basis, and they did well in terms of their sales growth. Again, if you will see that their operating profit, which was almost fluctuating, keep going up and down in between the quarterly results, was increased by 8 crore rupees since March 2022. Further, if you will see that the profit, net profit, they have done a profit of only 4 crore rupees. Again, they were doing a profit of 8 crore or they were doing a profit of 25 crore, due to which it got its valuation so high because it was the only e-commerce company which is profitable in the national stock exchange. But again, if you will see these numbers are disappointing, and I can say that in near future this particular stock can fall and it can go back to the levels of 1200 rupees to 1000 rupees. You never know, or nobody can predict the actual price of a stock and predict where the stock price will go. But the valuations does not justify the price of the stock at present for me, so I will be avoiding Nykaa share for now. Further, if you're planning to invest in companies right now, so I will say that you should wait for some times and you should see that how the indexes are moving, where it is taking support. And one particular sector where I'm going to bet for next couple of quarters or next couple of years is going to be banking and financials. Yes, today also, like after when the repo rates were hiked by the RBI governor, there was a upsurge in the banking stock prices, and I believe that they are going to be the biggest beneficiary coming out of this particular situation. The banks with high floating interest rates are going to be the biggest beneficiaries of this particular policy. And if you will see that still after the hike rate also that RBI, the inflation stands at 7.01%. So the 7.01% inflation rate is not a good rate, and more such hikes of 50 bps can be seen in coming future as well. So it will be better to give a bet in banking sector and avoid companies which have a huge debt in terms of money from banks or any kind of liability they have. This is it in today's video. I will be getting a new video where I will be telling you about in depth about the RBI policy and what kind of companies you can avoid. And apart from that, like I'm planning to make a video on stocks below 10 rupees, below 100 rupees, because I have been getting a lot of requests to make videos on such stocks. If you want to give it a try, I will definitely going to make a video in the coming weekend. I hope you enjoyed and liked the video. Thank you.